big titles coming out this last week. And yes, I played Dead or Alive Extreme 3 is now on the Switch. So I got it. What's new about the new version? Nothing.
Yeah.
Is it a straight port?
Wait a minute.
Sorry, there's like another character.
Oh,
Is this the one for the Switch you said?
No, what's
4Ds.
The package of the game suggests. Now, this is what I was excited about. Okay, 4D Rumble, and basically, well, 4D. They don't call it 4D Rumble. It's 4D Jiggle.
Oh,
Because using the HD Rumble technology in the Joy-Cons is supposed to create a certain effect.
Nice.
That
Joy-Cons indeed.
you know what you will finally know what it feels
The weight.
like.
Joy Pros.
Feel the weight of it all.
But I guess you have to like play it a certain amount of time or unlock that. Who has time for that?
Who has
so
time
I'm
for
waiting
this?
see if there's a hack or a mod.
Are you gonna bring that on the flight with you? And
Oh,
play
hell
some-
yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
I'm bringing that and the Switch dock to PAX this week. So
You're bringing the Switch dock?
Yeah, I think so.
Dude, I'll hang out in your room.
Dude.
So we can all play it because I'm only bringing that game. No others.
Sean isn't into looking at those kind of
PAX East?
drawings.
He's not allowed to.
I'm not allowed to.
You get a
Sorry.
little bit of
I
hail.
cannot believe that you have to unlock that. Like it says on the package, you have to unlock the three.
That whole game's existed. They make you fucking grind for everything. You can't
Fucking
have
Zack
anything
Island,
in that
man.
game. And what I think that it is, I could be wrong, but I don't have like a Japanese eShop account or an online store account. I think they want you to go into the store if you have it and go in and you can buy tickets that bypass stuff. So you can get like a special ticket. You can earn it in the game by doing like 800 different things, and you get a special ticket that buys you a feature or a whatever. But
Pay to play.
I think you can also just buy them for $10 in the store. You know what I mean? I don't know. I haven't seen,
That's how they
but
get you, dude.
I hate.
What happened to
but you know
gaming?
what? I enjoy playing the game. That game is like my Animal Crossing. It's like a cooler version.
Yeah.
So I like to play and collect that stuff, and that's the
Well,
sexier
that
version.
will be so much sweeter of an reward once you finally unlock.
I
the
guess
4D.
it's I guess it's a sexier Animal Crossing,
Yeah.
but I don't know. They're comparable.
Well, yeah, Isabel's only in one, so.
So, but otherwise, yeah,
sorry.
I dig it. So I'm just unlocking away. But now that Lei Fong is in it, I'm playing a lot more.
Ooh.
Tight. And then also with video games.
No, I think that's it. That's the whole segment.
Oh shit!
I don't know if we have time for. Well, squeeze it in.
It's noteworthy, I
Sekiro
guess.
Shadows Die Twice came out, which is a new From Software game.
Yeah.
Bloodborne, Demon Souls, Dark Souls, etc. I love it. I was afraid coming into this because all these games are, brutal and hard. This is the most accessible one.
Really?
Okay.
I was able to beat a boss on the first try, which has never happened with these
Yeah.
games before. I'm about 10 hours in, and I love it. Like it's fantastic.
Wow.
That's funny. My brother is like, the From Software makes all his favorite shit, and he's super into Dark Souls,
Yeah,
Demon Souls,
yeah.
all that kind of stuff. And he was kind of like not into this when they announced it. Like, I don't know if I want to do. I don't know if it looks that great, whatever. And then the past few days saw a lot of footage and was like, and even I saw footage that I thought, wow, this game looks really cool. So he picked it up and then he played it a full day and was like, I don't like it, and then was done with it. I was like, that's weird. I know a lot of people who are into it, but I don't know what turned him off.
I think it could be like your play style because
Maybe.
before I got the game, some people were saying this is the hardest one yet, and other people were saying this is the easiest one.
Yeah, I couldn't get a clear
I
image.
think it's just your play style because the Souls games were difficult for me. Bloodborne was a little easier because that's very aggressive.
because he aces those.
Yeah.
He just plows through them.
So with
but then
me,
this
the
game, he
hard-
was just like, nah, and he
Is
turned it
it,
off. I was like, what?
Are you kind of a button masher like I am?
I am
Frank?
So
I wonder
That's
if
how
it-
I am, too.
I wonder if it plays to
Yeah.
our shitty play style.
yeah. So
more.
I was talking with Casey before. The Souls games, you have a stamina meter. You do a few swipes
Yeah.
and dodges, and you have to fucking wait. This game,
Okay.
there's no stamina. You can fucking go, dodge infinitely.
okay.
So I'm someone, I grew up playing Dynasty Warriors games and shit like that,
Yeah.
where it's like, you still have to be smart. You have to parry. But for whatever my play style, it clicks. And then also the DNA of the game, they started out wanting to do a Tenchu reboot. So it plays very well to that Metal Gear play style. Go in,
Okay.
assassinate
Stealth.
someone, get the fuck out of there,
Ooh.
pick off one guy. It feels so good to play. So I really like it.
Yeah, I heard that from a lot of people. Maybe my brother just wasn't feeling that style of whatever.
Sure.
Somebody in the chat says, "I feel like your brother doesn't like any games." Man,
No,
then
he
you don't
fucking-
you don't know
Whoa,
him then.
Jesus!
Dude.
That is
Holy
just
shit! shit.
stuff, yeah.
That's like his passion since he was like 2.
Yeah.
He was 2, and I remember being a kid and walking into the room, and he was like fighting Wart in Mario Brothers 2. I'm like, how did he make it to this? Like
Yeah.
what? But he's like 100%ing or has Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
Which I still want to go back to. I had no time for that this week, but I really like that, and yeah,
I'm
he's
like-
100%ing that.
I'm eking through that.
Oh yeah.
I have only played on the PPS last week, but I played maybe like an hour before I went to bed last night.
Yeah.
But it's great. I still got nothing but positive stuff to say. But I think
Yeah.
that's what's keeping me from even looking at this Shadows Die Twice.
Yeah, clear
Yeah.
one before the other. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost too similar for me, action adventure kind of thing. And they almost got me in with Bloodborne because I've been afraid of that.
I love,
franchise too.
yeah, I love the look and style of everything of Bloodborne.
And they
but I
almost
just
got
can't-
me.
I don't play games like that.
Demon Souls, Dark Souls. Like I know, hey,
Yeah.
not for you. Like I get it.
Yeah.
They almost got me to buy that, and I didn't. Now I'm hearing this looks good. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like we'll see.
Yeah, I didn't know that about like the stamina stuff and all that. It kind of makes me want to
Yeah,
give it a
and
shot.
I think they wanted to make it something more accessible. Like I saw like
Yeah.
something from the producers saying like we try to keep the soul spirit intact, but also bring it to new players. And
Yeah.
I mean it's really good.
Well, you're in 10-hour range.
yeah.
Is it wrapping up? Or?
No, I've heard like I mean these games are big.
That's almost
I think
what-
it's like a 40 to 50 hour game.
See, that's deterring.
just
yeah,
got
For me
yeah,
now
yeah.
at where I'm at now. Fuck.
Yeah.
And then like what I love about these games is like you get used to a few types of enemies and then they'll introduce new ones and mix them up. Like
Ooh.
I just now got to this part where you're on top of a castle and other ninjas are flying in at you and throwing shurikens and fucking you up. Like before everyone's just been calm with swords and now there's all of a sudden like 6 ninjas on top of me.
Projectiles.
It's crazy.
And bosses too.
Yeah.
Talking about all that, you know what? Not related to that game directly, but just all this talk of old Japan and ninjas and all that stuff. Man, I wish they would make a new Ninja Gaiden. I wish, like, on the new consoles, or I guess they're not that new at this point, but
Yeah.
that series has been MIA. Like 3 came out a million years ago, and then they like updated it and made it better for Wii U, but that's it. Like,
That was the first game that I realized that I can't play these.
Yeah.
That was the first one that
where
like,
there's certain
I
games you can't
suck.
it
play.
was Derek. I think you were playing it in Rocco's room and we were editing way
Yeah.
back when, and I was like, "This is so beyond what I could ever do that this is not
Yeah.
for me."
But you know,
I found with that Ninja Gaiden game,
Yeah.
I found one tactic defeated 90% of the enemies.
oh really?
And if you could figure out that, like,
Yeah.
it's the same thing I would do when I used to play Turtles in Time as a kid on Super Nintendo. Jump kick.
Yeah.
Jump and kick and fly through the air.
Yeah.
And every time I would try to, all right, this time I'm going to handle one-on-one, I'd get killed. But if I just kept
Yeah.
jumping and kicking with the flying kick, defeat everybody.
With Ninja Gaiden, wasn't it like
it was the same thing. It was like the jumping
jump
attack.
in the blade? Yeah, he would like do a. Brian would probably know.
I would jump slash everybody in that game and got to like the end.
Yeah,
so.
I want to say when they updated, because they did updated versions of the games later, like Ninja Gaiden Black and stuff,
Yeah.
and they tweaked it, and I want to say they tweaked that aspect of it where you couldn't really do that, right? Yeah, they actually adjusted it where when it got like a
got
fancy
nerfed?
special, a new edition, they actually adjusted.
See, that's
the
where
game.
video games went wrong. Just
You need an exploit.
I find
I
the one
figured it
tactic
out.
that works and I can beat the game. That's a great game.
Hell
That'd
yeah.
be like, hey, right now, if they announced, hey, we're re-releasing Punch-Out, but we tweaked how you beat them, I'd be like, no, I learned that King Hippo can't get back up if I hit him in the stomach. you
Yeah,
know? It's like-
exactly.
I remember like Oblivion on 360. The way I beat it was there was a duplication. Oh, that's what the Flame War Theater was about. But the duplication glitch, you could like dupe arrows, and so
Yeah.
I made a trillions of arrows, and then I can do it infinitely. And that's how I beat Resident Evil on GameCube. There was you could duplicate grenade rounds. So when I
yeah.
sucked at games, I had to find exploits. I would go on GameFAQs, look it up.
Oh yeah, I
funny.
love that shit.
Yeah, but that's Ninja Gaiden. I agree with you, Sean. It was one of those where I was like, I looked forward to that for years, and I don't know if I'm good enough to play this. And I was disappointed, but I ended up really enjoying the game because of how we did do it, where we kind of like would trade off.
Yeah, you guys trade
like
off.
I can't beat this level. Well, maybe I can. Oh, you did really good. And then I remember even like Jonathan came over at one point
Yeah.
and was like, all right, let me try this. But so for that reason, I did learn and I got better and I did ultimately enjoy that. That's one of my favorite games ever, I think. And Brian, you agree, right? Isn't that one of your favorites?
Yeah, that's probably one of my let me put this up. That's probably one of my favorite games that I've ever played.
I remember you were really like you learned everything you could about it.
Yeah, I went in and like collected all the 50 scarabs. You can unlock the original Ninja Gaiden and play it inside of an arcade.
Yeah.
There was a sword that was just a wooden practice sword, and if you leveled it up over the entire game and collected like all these like yellow orbs, it would become like the unlabored flawlessness, which was a giant ore that you beat people with one hit on.
Yeah,
So
I forgot about that.
It was really cool because it rewarded you for silly things.
Oh, wow.
The creator of the game kind of went crazy, but he had a really
yes.
good vision.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Devil's Third.
Well, yeah, we got Devil's Third out of it, so I mean, not that crazy. Game of the year.
The
but,
publisher that made the Ninja games and the creator,
Yeah.
are they on good terms?
No.
Oh, gotcha.
No, he left the company.
Did he form his own company? Like
Yeah,
Ninja
he
Theory?
made Valhalla Studios or whatever,
Okay.
and they've been around for like 12 years, and they only made Devil's Third.
That's it.
And now he's like not even like now he's just an advisor there. Like no one knows what.
Yeah.
I don't know
yeah.
what's going on with that guy. But
I do, but I can't talk about it.
Oh, okay. There you go. Sean knows. But anyway, that game was incredible. The one thing I will say about that guy's games is that he would put all kinds of weird shit in them, like Brian mentioned. And I remember even because the original one came out on just straight up original Xbox.
Yeah.
And I remember in one level I went deep into an alley and found it was a prototype Xbox. Like the original prototype of the Xbox system was actually a big metal X with a green like orb in the middle of it. And I found that in an alley, and he was like, "Yeah, I always thought that prototype looked so goofy, so I hit it in the game."
Easter
There was
egg.
just all kinds of weird stuff like that. But anyway, I love that game. I've been dying to play that.
Is Sekiro, am I saying that
Yeah.
right? Is that like
Psycho.
a spiritual successor to the Ninja Gaiden?
No,
type
I
game?
don't think.
I
so.
heard someone
mean,
describe it as that, but I don't know.
I mean, still the same kind of setting. I mean, I was playing with Brian, and Brian, that's what Brian made. Brian like said he compared it well to it. But yeah, I don't know. It just again feels like Tenchu or even Neo. I just like cool ass ninja shit. Like I
Feudal
love it.
Japan.
Yeah, it's really cool setting.
So anyway, yeah, there you go.
Well, I did confirm that the show is coming out this week, guys. So I will give
What
you a
is-
full report on
what
MLB
show?
The Show.
Oh fuck yeah.
MLB the
Oh.
show.
Yeah, it's just
Oh,
called The
okay.
I thought you
Show.
meant gargoyles. Fuck.
I was
Yeah,
just thinking the same
Gargoyles
thing. I was
was
like,
good.
I got confirmation. Gargoyles.
No.
My
Yeah.
dick was wagging.
But I know
Yeah.
everyone's super stoked on
Down
that.
boy.